As the sun fights its way up over the eastern slope of the mountains, looking down into the desert, so starts another day down in Dogpatch. This is a memento for the occasion, comrades. We are moving a generator up to my shed. Anyway, we had to move this thing from out there on the cement slab push it up this ramp, which wasn't easy, around here, and I had to take a piece of board and put it right here so we could slide it down. We're resting up for the final challenge. Here's the board we use. I'm going to have to move it because I can't have it underneath here because the wheels stop. It's going to go up over it. And the final destination is going to be up here in front of the shed that we bought. And then we're going to see if it fits in it. And from there, I'll see if I can modify it for it to run. The funny thing about this generator is the fact that the air holes are not big. Look, there's an intake hole, there's an intake hole there. You'd think that whole thing would be open to let air in. There's no air inlets there. And on this end, there's just about 1 or 2 inch wide slots going all the way down there and over here. You'd have thought that would have been wide open to suck air in. Now, on this side, just this area right here, this is the exhaust. It comes out right there, and then around that in this duct is the engine cooling air that blows out with the exhaust around it, and down here is a little port that blows out the air that cools the generator. Now, just looking at this thing, and had you made a housing for it, you'd have thought that you'd have needed larger and longer air vents in it, but this thing runs great the way it is. So, I was worried about when I put it in this shed to have all kinds of vents and all kinds of openings. Well, just looking at this, you don't need that. You just need an opening to let the exhaust air blow out and an opening to let the air in, because as you can see, it don't require a lot unless it's sucking in air through the bottom. But when I had those panels off to change the oil, I didn't see any large vent holes. So anyway, there's where we are. I got to move this board up to where it overlaps over the top step, and then we can push it up there and get it up there on the final portion of the deck where we're going to have it, and we'll be done. So that's where I am right now. I've been saying for years I wanted to put that generator right up here, but I didn't want to leave it as is out in the rain, so we're going to put it in that shed and see how it sets up, where all the blower holes and all that needs to be. And then, that is, if it'll fit in there. It looks kind of big, but we'll find out. And just put it in there. If it fits in there, I may not have to cut it at all. Just open the doors when I need to run it and plug it in and run it, because I don't know if anybody's going to be running the generator when it's got a monsoon downpour. So anyway, the generator will be up here. All I got to do is open the doors on it. You may have to move it out a little bit, plug it into the plug, and fire it up. If I got to work on it, I got a drip pan that this will sit on, and if anything leaks out like oil or gas, it'll get in the drip pan. So it'll turn out all right, and then finally have the damn generator up here instead of having to lug it from the shed we had it in, push it all the way across the lumpy ground, all the way over here to the end of the deck to plug it in and run it. So there we have it. We got it up here. We got one more challenge, and that won't be too hard. And we'll get it up there. My wife is helping me. Actually, she's doing most of the work. Don't tell anybody. And once we get it up there, hey, we're done. All we got to do is see if it'll fit in there. We got the generator in the shed. There it is. There's plenty of room in there. Got the cover on it. I'll figure out where I want to put the vent holes later. because that's easy to move in and out of there. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but there's a lot of room in there. So you'll be in and out of the weather. Don't have to worry about hauling it out of that shed over there every time I want to use it and wheel it over here. And then this is where I did have it when we ran it, but this is perfect place. Like I said, even if I got to take it out of the shed and set it right here to run it, that's fine. And if it's raining cats and dogs, who's out there trying to run the darn generator anyway? They wait till it quits raining. All right, well, that's it. It's in there. I'll decide whether I want to cut holes in it and put vents in it and run it inside there or not. But I think it's good the way it is for what we use it for. Every time the power went out, it wasn't raining cats and dogs. So, all right, that's it. It's in there. It's out of the way. It's safe. Nobody's going to steal it. I don't know of any idiot would want to hump that generator that weighs 200 pounds down these steps. But anyway, that's it. Anyway, that's what it looks like. There's the generator's in the shed, and it's just a short distance to the plug-in. And like I said, not to repeat myself, but who's going to be out here really in a torrential downpour trying to run a generator plugged into the house like that? I'd have to modify that, either pull that out and put it underneath, probably get a longer cord. This is just fine. When it quits raining, come out, plug it in, and run it. There you go. All right, it's done. The generator's up there out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And it won't be sitting in that hot shed. It'll be sitting in this hot shed. Just a few last thoughts. I failed to mention in the video why I put the generator up on the deck. Well, about a month ago, I'm pretty sure you saw the video I posted, we had flash floods that came in, and it flooded the front yard, backyard. I mean, it's pretty bad. We had rushing water all over. So normally we had put the generator before at the end of the deck down on the ground. When we had that flash flood, there was about 6 inches of water there. So I've been kicking around the idea for a long time about putting a generator up on the deck where you see it in the video. So this is the reason I put it where it's at on the deck now. So, and this is not ruling out any future modifications to the shed. The main thing was I just wanted to get it up there where I could work on it, make sure everything fit, and decide exactly what I wanted to go forward with in finishing it up. So for right now, it's in place. It'll work where it's at. If I got to run the generator, all I have to do is just open the doors. If I got to move the generator out away from the back of the shed, I can do that. So we can run the generator. At least it's up there. The El Paso Electric goes out again. So anyway, that's my closing comments, and thanks for watching the video if you do.